All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. This is your Freelance Friday edition. So, Cynthia Cooper, who always been a real one of my favorite players in the W from back in the day. Houston Comets won 4 straight titles, the only team in WNBA history who won real off 4 straight titles. I was a huge Houston Comets fan back then. Hated that the franchise went down, but hopefully in the future they could bring them back. But there was Tina Thompson, Cheryl Swoops, Kim Perrott, the Cynthia Cooper. That team took on everybody in the W that time around that time. Teresa Weatherspoon, Rebecca Lobo Lisa Leslie, who all was there. They was all in there around that time. But one thing I can say about Cynthia Cooper, she's a real one. I'm sure y'all have heard that terminology before, or if anybody knows Country Wayne in his skits, he always used the word real one. And Cynthia Cooper is a real one. You know why? Because when it came down to Caitlin Clark, she said everything. She has not wavered to this day from what she said last year about Caitlin Clark to yesterday, what she said about Caitlin Clark. She has not wavered. And I love this about her because she knows ball. This is not a black and white thing. It's all about ball. And see, she knows ball. Now, trust me, they ain't coming from Cynthia Cooper like that. They ain't coming for her like that. They not checking for her like that because they know better. She's a legend. Accolades. 8 straight scoring titles overseas. All MVPs in the finals. All 4. They ain't coming for her. Cause trust me, she's gonna give it back to them. They know who it is. Even Cheryl Miller could attest to that. So now, last year, Cynthia Cooper was talking to Mark Jackson about Caitlin Clark, and he went in detail. She went in detail about it. And then this year, she was on recent podcasts of All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And they brought up the question again about Caitlin Clark. And she let it be known. But first, let me give you a year recap of what Cynthia Cooper said last year before I bring you fast forward to this year. Take a listen.
Brought that noise. And the fact that she can knock down the NBA three-pointer, especially back then, and still get to the rim when you play up on her, like she was cat quick. She just really brought the complete package.
Yeah. Well, you said she brought the noise, and I'd be remiss not to mention lately getting involved in some controversy. How important, and there's no doubt about the greatness of Cheryl Swoops and her impact on basketball, not just women's basketball, but basketball in general. But how important it is for the older legends to embrace what's going on today?
Extremely important. It's so incredibly important. We have to bridge that gap between what's going on today and what we experience. And it will help the younger generation to know our experiences so that they don't make the same mistakes and we continue to soar and grow as a league. Let me tell y'all something. I just came from the Dallas Fever game, and Enrique is the truth. Okay. Caitlin Clark, 28-12, winning on the road with Kelsey Mitchell. The absolute truth. I'm sitting there like, oh my God. But she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer, but also she's crafty. I saw her get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut, like they waiting for her to pop out to the three-point line. Boom, she slips back door, gets that bucket. Like she is crafty, and she's just a rookie. She's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league.
Now, she's crafty. Shout out to the Beastie Boys on that one. Anybody who knows the Beastie Boys, you know that song, She's Crafty. So, and which Caitlin Clark is. She's crafty. And she details. And this is why I don't, me personally, I don't, anytime ESPN put any poll out about, they just put out a bunch of polls and they said a bunch of GMs say that Chelsea Gray is the best point guard in the league. Me personally, when stuff come out like that, I do not run completely to br- drop information on it. Because you know why? It's waste. It's waste. It's waste. Because I'm not going to give something attention to it because I know that Caitlin Clark is the best point guard and the best shooting guard in the league. She's the best rebounding guard in the league. I'm not going. The statistical stats already show otherwise. Why would I give any unnecessary energy just to put out videos just to say, oh, have a talking point for this? I already know all of this. I ain't about to waste no time. But guess what? I love Cynthia Cooper so much because she said the wrong thing. Not only that she could hit the three, but she's crafty enough. She knows how to slip back door. She knows how to use screens. She knows how to create her own shot. She knows how to get to the rim. Some people think she can't get to the rim, or whatever the case may be. A person that gets picked up 94 feet, you know, but can't get to but they let them tell it she can't get to the rim. See, my thing is this here is, man, sure, Cynthia Cooper, no ball. If y'all have never watched Cynthia Cooper play ball, or y'all never seen her play in the WNBA, I suggest you go to YouTube, pull up her highlights, and watch her. Maybe maybe the WNBA could do like classic WNBA games, show some old games from back in the day. That would be pretty good, like how NBA Classics does. Maybe WNBA. See, I'll be coming up with all of this stuff. I need to be working for the WNBA. But anyway, now fast forward to yesterday rather. Cynthia Cooper was on the small podcast again with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And Steven Jackson asked about Caitlin Clark. And guess what Cynthia Cooper said? Oh, you ready? Let's go.
One word to describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing. A
Yes.
beast. She is the truth. And I mean, she's the truth, and she was a rookie. Right?
Yeah.
Knock down the 3-pointer, get to the rim. She can get to the free throw line. She's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
Crafty. So sometimes she's look like she's coming off for a 3-point shot and she backdoors you for a layup. She gets her teammates involved. She can pass. She can shoot. Man, she is the complete basketball player. And you know what I want to see? So many people talked about Sabrina and Steph, with that 3-point shooting contest. You know what I want to see in the WNBA All-Star game? I want to see Sabrina Ionescu shoot against Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see that 3-point shooting contest.
Yeah, facts.
That's dope.
She got me excited with that one. She said, again, she used the word crafty, complete basketball player. She didn't say, well, she need to work on this. She didn't need to work on that. She got this skill. She got that skill. She said Caitlin Clark is the complete basketball player. Y'all ain't about to come for Cynthia Cooper on that. Y'all ain't about this, because guess what? She ain't about to have it. We trying to tell y'all the whole time who Caitlin Clark is. But guess what? The season kicks off tomorrow. She's gonna show y'all. Cynthia Cooper, I salute you, ma'am. Great career, always speaking truth, never always taking the high road. She does what Lisa Leslie does. Give credit where credit due, but at the same time, still honor the others in the league. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this. Maybe y'all might not know. Back then, I don't know how well Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper got along, but you could tell there was some little jealousy of Cheryl Swoops back then because Cynthia Cooper was so dominant. She was so dominant back then to where, I mean, when they needed a bucket, she got that bucket. So, but nevertheless, man, we've it goes to show you how real basketball players, ex-basketball players, really know ball, that can really sit down and say, hey, this is what I see. When Lisa Leslie came out doing her own rival time, and Lily came on a podcast and said Angel Reese misses too many layups, but let her fan base or her fans tell it that, oh, well, the first thing they go, well, what about Caitlin Clark turnovers? You missing point blank 2-point shots. Caitlin could overcome her turnovers. Heck, she scores and she assists. Oh, matter of fact, you didn't know this. She assisted 81 points, 81 assists for Kelsey Mitchell. She assisted on 81 of Kelsey Mitchell points last year. And that's only half of what she contributed through the whole season. So anyway, like I said, guys, Cynthia Cooper, she told the absolutely truth. She said what we all already know, and there's no use to waver from it. Caitlin Clark, amazing, a beast, the truth, crafty. I wish I could play Beastie Boys, She Crafty real quick, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So let me know what you think about Cynthia Cooper and what she had to say about Caitlin Clark. Hey, I ain't got no problem with it because Cynthia Cooper knows what she's talking about. And I take everything she say face value. But nevertheless, this is your Freelance Friday, Live Watch Sports Media. If you don't know, now you know.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment.